Michigan's path to a greener future includes wind, solar energy, and a half dozen other renewable energy sources under development. But there's some obstacles in the way. For instance, the United States, including Michigan, are on track to scale up their wind and solar fields, but it's going to require a massive amount of land. Our current power lines cannot handle the massive amount of electric loads it's going to take to power millions of electric vehicles and to heat millions of homes. The EPA says it's not all doom and gloom. U.S. cities have greatly improved air quality while at the same time they've increased population and the number of vehicles. New passenger vehicles are now 98% cleaner since Congress passed the Clean Air Act. We're making progress, but what will it take to get to net zero? Here's how electricity is distributed in Michigan and the U.S. First, it's created by coal or natural gas plants. Then it's carried long distances to metal towers known as transmission lines. These lines eventually connect to substations where the power is reduced so it can run on wires strung up on wood poles to your neighborhood and home. It's the same system that distributes electricity in the future, but the coal plants will be replaced by solar and wind. CR News created these data maps showing where Michigan's existing wind and solar fields are concentrated. A massive amount of solar and wind fields will be needed. According to Princeton University's 2050 projections, this is the amount of land that will be needed in the future to pull off net zero. We will likely need a national grid to be constructed to channel the energy from those proposed solar and wind farms in the Central Plains and Midwest to the highly populated coasts. However, our current approach is less efficient. As of now, we are relying on smaller renewable farms that are spread out amongst each state. Building out these massive power lines will be difficult as a number of Midwest residents and groups are pushing back on solar and wind projects. MIT research shows nationalizing the U.S. transmission grid will play a key role in decarbonization, but researchers have some doubts. Will residents and politicians give up thousands of miles of land that net zero requires? I'm Joe Ross for CR News.